Hi, this is Drawing Girl 4, and this is part 7. In the last part, which is part 6, we went over chapter 5, where the girls and Twilight pretty much gave up because I knew that all of Ponyville and Townsville was doomed in their clutches. Buttercup then protests, saying that it's all okay. That Twilight then agrees to her, and then they all start a plan to sort of get everyone. The Powerpuff Girls get the ponies, and Spike gets the princesses. And then after that, after they explained everything to the ponies, we are moving back to Chapter 6. Chapter 6. As the 5 ponies go around Ponyville telling as many ponies as possible, the Powerpuffs fly around, also telling the ponies. After a bit, Bubbles suggests for them to stop a minute. Blossom and Buttercup agree, and they relax on a nearby bench. Maybe we can stop him, Blossom consoles. What's gonna happen to Townsville? What about all the other villains? Buttercup asks. Bubbles gasps. They'll destroy Townsville too if we aren't there. Just then, Princess Luna flies towards the Powerpuff Girls, with Spike following close behind. You must be the creature Spike told me about, Luna says. I know all about the situation at hand. So, you know both Townsville and Ponyville are doomed? Blossom asks. Yes, Luna replies. Hey, Bubbles says, coming up with something. Celestia said she could see what was happening at Townsville. Can you? She asks Luna. Of course. You want to see what's happening so far? Duh, Buttercup remarks. Luna turns around, closing her eyes, and makes her horn glow a dark blue. A small image appears, and the Powerpuff Girls look closely in it showed Townsville, obviously, but everything was different. The sky was dark red, and some of the buildings collapsed. Robots, likely from Mojo, roamed through the town, destroying everything that wasn't a bank or a museum. Everything that was a bank or a museum, however, was being robbed by some of Mojo's smaller robots. The image then focused on the Powerpuff Girls' home. The house wasn't ruined yet, and inside the house it showed a professor with many telephones trying to contact people they knew where Powerpuff Girls were. The professor sighs, and the image breaks. Bubbles' face twists into a look of horror as she passes out. Blossom and Buttercup try to get her to wake up. After failing at waking up, they just lay down on her bench. Townsville soon, Blossom murmurs. It's all more reason to get back there, Buttercup roars. Buttercup, we have no way of getting back, Blossom reminds her. Buttercup grunts. Well, when him does come here, we can defeat him. Spike walks up to them. But Celestia said, I don't care what that pony said. We can and we will defeat him. Buttercup yells determinedly. Princess Luna turns around. I have faith in you three, but you must understand, this isn't a game. I'll help anyway as I can, but you must try your hardest. She then flies away. Spike turns to the Powerpuffs. I have faith in you guys too. Oh, and when I went to put Pee-wee back in the library, thank you so much for not making another hole in the ceiling. He then runs off back to the library. Just then, Twilight suddenly appears in front of them. She obviously teleported herself. Girls, the situation's terrible. I want to talk to Princess, but she wasn't there, and her throne. What about her throne? Blossom protests. It's become blood red, Twilight finishes. Blossom and Buttercup gasp. Well, Bubbles is still passed out. The only one we know that relates to blood red is him. That means, Blossom starts. Him captured the princess, Buttercup finishes. Twilight packs back forth, trying to come up with a plan. She then comes up with an idea. The elements of harmony! That alone won't defeat him, but it will get everyone's help. We can do this. Buttercup glances behind her, then does a double take. Blossom and Twilight also turn around, and they gasp. There were absolutely no ponies out, only a snake. Blossom carefully walks over to it. The snake strikes. Blossom, stunned, stumbled backwards. A distant laugh is heard. Ha ha ha! I know you're planning to stop me, but I've captured everyone! The voice then focuses on Twilight. Even your precious friends. Okay, I'm sorry that I closed out a little bit early. This part isn't finished. It's just that my dad called me. Okay, now back to part. A distant laugh is heard. Ha ha ha! I know you're planning to stop me, but I've captured everyone. The voice then focuses on Twilight. Even your precious friends. Twilight gasps. She then teleports to the Powerpuff Girls and herself into the library. Inside, 5 snakes are trying to capture Spike and Pee-wee. She shoots out a laser of purple magic from her horn, which evaporates the snakes, and she rushes over Spike and hugs him tightly. Twilight, I'm so glad you're here, Spike says, hugging her tightly. Pee-wee climbs up on Bubbles' head as he regains consciousness. Blossom looks over to her left. We're not done yet, she says as 10 more snakes approach them. Okay, I guess we're done. We will be concluding with chapter 7 in the next part.